Hey guys, welcome back. Do you remember about a year and a half, 2 years ago, when our government came out and told everyone that the bottled water that we're drinking contains these forever chemicals, these plastics that get lodged in our bloodstream, in our body, in our brain? Well, the reason we drink these bottled waters because our tap water is no good, unhealthy to drink. They told us this about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they're doing nothing about it. But what they are doing is cutting government programs, like the ones we all use, need, and depend on. What they're not doing is cutting or even looking into the black budget projects that they said they was going to do. So who are these people? Well, the only people they can be is our lawmakers, the people we vote in. This is a result of not understanding politics and thinking we do. We vote in people that say they're going to help us get to the bottom of these issues, but when they get in there, they start playing the program, benefiting a small few on top that we call the elite, the rich. We have people already in office running the show that are rich, that has literally got on TV and said they don't have to pay taxes because they're smart. They're smart. They don't have to pay taxes. So that implies that the rest of us get to pay their taxes. Have you seen the mansions that they live in? Plural, all over the country. Mansions. Huge mansions with all this work involved, landscapers and all this stuff involved. And we, the people, get to pay for that while we're having a hard time sending our kids to school with bottled water. We, as at least Americans, forget our history. We all remember a thing called absolute power corrupts absolutely. But we keep doing it. We keep putting people in power that has no place to be there. We're putting people in power that's not even voted to be in, like Elon Musk, because we all think he's so smart, he's going to get us off the planet. Look what all he's done. Well, I suggest he's not doing anything. That's people that he's hired is doing these things. And if we think we're going to Mars and across the galaxy on chemical combustion engines, like the rockets we're sending up, you got another thing coming. They can't get near fast enough. Now, just saying that the people in power, our lawmakers, are in control of this isn't enough. Who are the people in power stopping this information from getting to us? Who are they? We keep saying they're the people in power or our lawmakers, but who specifically is stopping us from getting this information about the UFOs, our water being bad and not doing nothing about it? And we're not buying this water for fun. We're buying this water because we can't drink the water out of our tap water. That's another thing the government hasn't done. Now, we heard about 2 or 3 years ago they was going to clean up America, put new pipes in, not drinking out of these old metal pipes and causing all this problem. They gave a whole long line and list of problems that it has caused. They mentioned ADHD, all kinds of things, Alzheimer's, all kinds of stuff. But yet, they're letting us drink from it and they go quiet. Like they mentioned it, oh well, buy water. So we're still paying for water for our household and paying taxes for this stuff and having to buy water that we know is no good because the government themselves have told us it's no good. If you buy the best water there is, you're drinking out of a plastic bottle, and that plastic is causing the problems. So I suggest to you that we start not arguing amongst ourselves. Find out who these people are in power. We know they're in power. We know they're lawmakers. It should narrow the field pretty good. Who are the lawmakers blocking all this information? I want to know. Because all of the lawmakers are saying they want to get to the bottom of this. So if they're all saying that, who's blocking it? There's some liars going on here, and we need to find out who those liars are. Now, some of us have a good idea, but we don't know, and we need to out them. We need to put them on front. So what are we doing? How have we let ourselves get so far down the rabbit hole that we don't even look after our own health? If this bottled water is so bad, we can't drink our tap water. We can't run it through filters because they're plastic too. I tested the refrigerator water and it's just as bad as the sink water. So what are we doing? We're giving this to our kids and not thinking nothing about it because we just assumed that our government would not poison us. This absurdity is spread into everything. Even the legal weed is poison. They don't want you getting it or growing it yourself. For some reason, they want to give you that legal weed with a bunch of poison in it. Why? Look, folks, if we don't ask these questions, no one's going to. This is on us. We need to wake up and ask the right questions, push back on our lawmakers. There's no one else going to do that, only us. In Russia, they couldn't or wouldn't push back on their lawmakers, and look at the predicament they're in right now. Only people that can afford food right now out there are the ones that got the money, the rich. So they're in control. This should not be this hard. We need to come together. You know, united we stand, divided we fall. We are a divided nation. We can all agree on that part of it, right? And if we stay divided, well, they just love that. They love us fighting amongst each other. Democrat, Republican, they love us fighting against each other because we don't have our eye on them then. We're fighting with our own friends and neighbors and family, which we know. We don't know them, just the persona they put on us, so we'll vote for them is the only thing we know. We do know our family and friends, and we're fighting with them so hard, we don't even see that we're allowing something to happen that is literally killing us. Lack of education is obvious. Just look around. But the good news is we don't have to be victims. We can step up like we have in the past and do something about it. Take our government back. We can reinvent our government where it's the best that there ever was and will be, and keep people that wants to be in power to hurt us out of power. We can do that if we want to. What's stopping us? I'd say it's lack of education. We don't understand ourselves. We claim to understand politics, but I would bet most of us understand a lot less than we imagine. So, what's bottled water and UFOs have in common? Our lawmakers that say they're going to get to the bottom of it or fix it is the common denominator there. They haven't done it. There's people pushing for disclosure, the same people that have told us about the bottled water, and nothing's getting done. It's been 2 years they told us about the bottled water, and we've been drinking it much longer than that, and we're still drinking it. The only reason we're drinking it because we can't drink the water out of our own faucets in our tap. This should make us mad. At least it does me. So start paying attention to the lawmakers. Start listening and watching what they vote and how they vote. Pay attention and put them on notice. Government, we're watching you. We, the citizens, are watching you, and we're going to make a change. We don't like the world we live in. We're going to fix it. And I think we all can be on board on that. Thank you. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button and the bell. Let the algorithms know that you're listening. And we're going to let the governments know we're listening and paying attention now. Thank you.